today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in Week 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the third-round pick, Desmond Ridder.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his 2nd season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
first and 10. Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
5 yards remain on second down. Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
High throw, but the catch is made. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Play action. Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass caught. It's Ben Skoranek. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Matthew Stafford going to lead the Super Bowl champs back onto the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. They begin the drive with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it will be Falcon football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Robinson up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon 1st down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on third and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Throwing is Stafford. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And caught by London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. Into the hands of London. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's a 2nd and 7.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Let's go. Come on now.
Kyle Pitts.
From 13 yards out.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that 1st touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Stafford on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford.
That would complete to Skoranek.
And he's able to take it.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
To the air again, Stafford.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
They try the left side here with Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They run it again with Williams. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now Ritter and the Falcons
Down 16-13, under a minute 20 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw.
London hauls this one in.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Completes this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry.
Back to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-time field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
So for L.A., it was a great